Grand Rising, everyone. It is Shalonda, and I'm back. So, ooh, I be trying. I just don't like I said, when it comes to mass deception, mm-mm, white lies, people, everybody has skeletons in their closets. When it comes to mass deception, me no likey. So, I couldn't even finish listening because I can already see the energy off these people, seeping off of these people. Now, you'll notice things like most of us really don't know what the black caucus is. But we're supposed to be made to think that it cares about so-called black people. If they cared about so-called black people, then black people would know that there's no such thing as black people and that these are misnomers. And so that we're bringing these things up on platforms like this is why we see the seeping darkness coming up from these entities such as a black caucus. Because you never hear or see them standing strong together on a platform to introduce anything to you before. And so-called black people may get it twisted as to what I'm saying. But you can check my platforms over the past 10 years as to what I'm talking about and really get out of your emotions and listen to what I'm trying to tell you. Because there's not that many people that care about so-called black people. First of all, let's look at the caucus, right? So I try to put caucus in caucasus, which makes me think about sus or suspect. A mountain range between Black and Caspian seas, separating Europe and the Middle East. Huh. I don't know. Make me think about because they used to say in the Middle East, when people thought that we were talking about that land over there overseas, when it comes to Africa or Africans selling Africans, but then they said, okay, no, it was Africans selling Hebrews to the Middle East. But whose children are these that are coming in and buying, receiving these patents and things on the land? The ones that sit in those seats that you barely recognize any of them but one or two over time. And they really select when they want to come out and speak for the people. Unlike over here on this platform and other platforms. It's almost like the ham energy. Like I said, we could be talking about a whole energy and a whole movement here of certain individuals making sure that they get set up so that they can make sure they cut out certain individuals. And again, it goes to show that the true essence of the land comes from those people. And the higher ups that come and step right over the backs of those people and end up in high society and in certain positions and make sure that their brother, because again, let's not get it twisted. Some of these families are, combined in a sense, right? Grafted into, whether it was by stolen identity, after the slaughtering and slewing and cutting off of the true children of the land. Who does the riches and wealth and sometimes health? Whose hands does it fall into? So the fact that they're naming this as a thing, and then I'm thinking caucus, and how for years is, the Caucasoids, the Caucasus, those Caucasians came from the Caucasus Mountains. Who is it on the Caucasus Mountains? We say here, all brown-skinned folk ain't your kinfolk. And sometimes it's those light-skinned folk that was standing with your ancestors, fighting for them rights. While those possible, allegedly, caucus members was behind the scenes somewhere doing whatever and worrying about only what they got going on and making sure they secure the bag, getting the land and everything else for their families. And so we have another flood of these individuals coming in while they're trying to give benefits and gifts and credits to so-called American Indians and welfare. You get welfare that ends up being something that is a generational curse in my eyes. While the people coming in are getting scholarships paid for without even really basically even having to act, just because they came here. You understand what I'm saying? So it's a real thin line to walk, especially someone like me that is not really accepted amongst their peers and their people in their community and not really accepted in any other. But again, I'm here to set the record straight. Facts over feelings, no one cares. These people had plenty of time to care. And obviously, they still want to come and give you a perception of something. And then when you sign up for these things and you decide one day that you don't want to comply to some of their things like mandates, and you're used to having that extra little something in your pocket, oh, that'll get somebody to turn, that'll get a whole nation to turn against people that are actually coming to free them. While the others that have had plenty of time and many years in these positions to change things in your favor and have never done it. And behind the scenes, they brew up these plans to attack the true origines that wake up and know who they are and stand up for the people. They'll give you the perception that they care. So who was it that was in the caucus, the Caucasus Mountains? Because again, these children that mixed, and remember Enoch and these books, they mixed with the people and they made giants. This is why people like me get a hard time. That's why the organic ones get a hard time. Because it's really those spaces are saved for the unorganic ones. Those that are formed by their fathers. They're foreign fathers. That don't mean that we don't all have foreign fathers, but some of us been formed by them and some of us were formed by the divine. Unfortunately, divine, it's kind of like being plucked from the vine, but you are the vine. You are the root, you are the trunk, you are the branches, you are the leaves, you are the fruit, you are the all. And these groups take advantage of your lack of knowledge. And that's why wisdom is here. Forever wrapping those wings around the people. The same people that she is whipped in the back by. Same thing when it comes to, again, what was occurring in the music industry. That was the only place in America that you can go to find women, so-called black, who are just the original people of the Americas. Are the only women that can be talked about in that manner ever. But again, I think that they want to persecute those who brought about that destruction of these establishments instead of realizing what was done and changing their ways, just as well as wisdom, again, being a holy divine individual, had to do. Forgiveness, you say. There has not been one apology. There has not been one sign of anyone turning away, just more breadcrumbing and love bombing. And then flipping the script, because they have the power to cut things off if they want to make it seem as like I have to come back. See? So I'm starting to realize that whole energy in the sealed portion when it said this is why Eve was put over Adam. There was some iniquity, something going on. When we're talking about this book here in the stick in the hand of Ephraim, okay, it makes me think. You see me, sometimes I'm jolly, I'm cool, because again, that's a part of my personality. And sometimes you see me like this. So some people may even think of it as a joke or think of it as something, but yeah, no, there's some things that's serious and there's some things that are not. That Yeshua HaMashiach energy is the putting on the breastplate. It's that shield. It's that strength. There's some sternness to it. The Ruach in that same body. This is what we're saying. Because you can't depend on, this is what I'm saying, I can't depend on, then what is that talking about? In that same body, you have the Ruach. That is that over loving, come on, I know. Yeah, she has to be that way with herself as well. So that's a empress or emperor, king or queen, in their masculine and feminine or their androgynous energy to a certain extent. Because even when the counterparts don't want to act right, she still has to. She has to take the heat. She has to take the abuse. She has to be the one to speak. She has to be the one to speak publicly. She has to be the scapegoat. No. And I'm telling you, what does it say here? Ice shining white with snow. I wonder if these people have a black mark down on their sheet at the Social Security Department or any of these other sheets that we fill out, all of these forms that we fill out. I wonder if they have black on there, or do they have white? Pure. Do we have, what do they have marked down as their race, nationality? I wonder. The mountain range in the Caucasia or Caucasia between the Black Sea. See, Caspian Black Sea remind me of pirates. Is that how it goes? See, that forms part of the traditional border between Europe and Asia. The large, I wonder, do any of their children need any of this assistance and any of these extracurricular things that they have for daycare and all of these other things? Where is it? If we're going to build it back better, why we ain't building entrepreneurs so that they can pass on generational wealth? Why are we trying to give people more things that'll help them not? That'll keep them like, okay, this is coming in. And then you want to wonder why people don't want to go get the jobs that are paying $9 and $7 an hour? Why would I? It's hush money. Didn't you see? You be good little boys and good little girls and do as you say. While we put you on your backs or on your tummies, upon thy belly you will go. And then the rest of the people that's coming in will just race right up your back like a fucking ramp into high society, and we will have another 400 years of you being down. Because you just don't get it. Let's see. Caucus, private meeting. Well, damn, I know it is, because most of us so-called black people don't know what they talk about behind closed doors. Private meeting of party leaders or local voters. 1763, American. Remember, who was that went and took the people behind closed doors for 3 days and locked everybody up to vote on something? What the heck did that have to do with? Why am I even thinking of that? We're going to have to go back. I know we did a video on it, but I'm gonna have to go back and, and see. Excuse me. New England. I wonder if that has anything to do with that storm. Because they'll swear. They'll try to blame it on Kali energy. They'll try to blame it on that person that's doing those wonders and those miracles. But no. Is it because they continue to do these things and they do not repent? Is that the reason why that storm is allegedly or supposedly brewing? I'm telling you, nature ain't playing. Source ain't playing. We ain't playing. What did it say? Social and political club whose name possibly derived from the modern, caucus. Oh, that kind of makes me think of the Caicos, Turks and Caicos. Turkey, Turks. Drinking cup. Whose cups they be drinking? Who cup? Okay, you can put on the comment shop, please. I chose a card today. It was the Queen of Swords. But I'm hoping to get strength, right? But, here it is right there. The cup is overflowing and they know it. So they're trying to think of a quick way to further deceive the people instead of turning away. With words, legalese, legalities. Even with me. Feels like they're anteing up that energy again. And how can I trust any of these people? And all you do is show me that you could just treat other people better than me. So it makes me think about the whole Jesus energy. The reason why the Christ energy got cut off of Jesus is because something happened. Something happened. Something happened. After this. After building bitches. And bitches is a female dog. I'm telling you. I don't want that. The real antidote is in you. Me. See? That's what I'm saying. So what does it say here? Okay. Local voters. New England. Martha's Vineyard. Go back and watch that video. And Algonquin and caucus, whatever. Okay. A Sioux. Maybe think about the Sioux Indians. Sumerian. Counselor, elder, advisor. Dialect of Virginia. We know that's where presidents are formed and born. Oh, Martha, what was it? Martha Bruton? George Washington Bruton. Joseph, I think. Benjamin Ephraim. Tamar. What I told you about Venus and Saturn. The cup runneth over. So it's the perfect time. So again, I'm thinking adrenaline rush or adrenochrome, but then again, there's something else when there is a overflowing of that purity, that essence, that light as a feather, that renewing, that rebirth. The anointing, the filling. Well, you even got a W on there. I wonder if that stands for Washington. Or again, if you flip it upside down, then maybe Mason. I know there's some people mad, irritated, through. I wouldn't be surprised if the videos don't even get out no more. But if I'm not saying nothing that matters, then what's the problem? Caucus. United States Corporation. A nation divided. See, but they doing it low key. Act as your friends. But they out there messing with your fans. And it's just like, what is it? What is wrong? What is wrong with people? I don't even know. I like the real thing. I don't like to play. When I want something, that's what I want. That's what I want. I'll wait. That's what I want. I mean, I don't know. I see something in things. I don't know. It's just, Look at the value. For the purpose of agreeing upon candidates for office. And we don't want anybody coming in and changing our structural. If the shit don't work for everybody, then it's time. I'm tired of it. Oh, we want to do this and that, and we want to make sure we do it for the black. Boy, it ain't no such thing. And you smart niggas up there, no, it ain't no damn such thing as no black person. We'll make sure we do this, whatever we do for black people and everybody. Then why the hell did you have to separate black people in the first place in the conversation? It makes no sense. It's just a way to dehumanize and to separate the people from all the people in the first damn place. I thought we was going through this ascension so we can read between the lines. So we can see demons when they stand before you, no matter what numbers they're standing in. I don't want to see none of them motherfuckers in front of my face. They didn't have their turn. They didn't have their chance. And you see exactly what I'm saying, because they ain't you. They are against you. They always will be. It is the case of them taking advantage of the meek, and that is the Americans. Okay. Apologies. I have to pay for my curse words around here. I was just reminded that I owe quarters. Okay, y'all? So let me calm down. And we're kind of like in between lunch a little bit right here. Okay, so I'm eating because we talking. I'm going to show you how you ain't got to be politically correct to tell the damn truth. I don't want to see none of them. Ain't none of them worth none of my time. Because if they cared, it wouldn't be now. Now that the earthquake is here. Now that the storm is here. Now that the Messiah is here. It wouldn't take that. No, you just do right. Rather people looking and paying attention. You do right to other people. Do what you want to do to yourself. Do right to other people, whether people paying attention or not. That's what makes me so angry. So now this ain't working. That's not working. So yeah, what y'all was worried about seeing, you what you want to see. That's what you call change. But instead of keeping it real, they decided to keep on trying to deceive you. Held by different political parties for the purpose of agreeing upon candidates for office or concerting any measures which they intend to carry at subsequent public or town meetings. Listen, Boston. I'm just telling you, these places getting hit right now supposedly by that storm. The word caucus and its derivatives, caucusing, are often used in Boston. The last answer, much to what we steal, and I think this is what it is. It's too much. It's what they don't like about me is it's right in the middle. You got the water, and you have the strength of that earth. And Dr. Doolittle able to talk to the animals. And it's all about getting the children to safety. And this, I know these ain't with the cards. It just helps me, like I said, because I see on a wider range. The last answers, much to what we still, parliamentarian or electioneering. All my repeat applications to different gentlemen have not furnished me with a satisfactory account of the origins of caucus. It seems to mean a number of persons, whether more or less, meet together to consult upon adapting and prosecuting some scheme of policy. Upon adopting and prosecuting some scheme of policy for carrying a favorite point. A favorite point. It don't have to be the real. It just has to be something that sounds good. You see? Progress and establishment of the independence of the United States of America. Okay. So, yeah. The independence of the United States of America. Not America. So you'll still be under the jurisdiction of these particular people. It just is what it is. They will continue to get fat and greedy and rich off of you and act like they care about you, and they do not. They do not. They do not. Instead of aiding and abetting, they will be uplifting you. They will not be bringing new people in here to uplift. Are you noticing something here? You tell me how many so-called real. Now, we know the real. I mean, I'm hoping that this ascension at least got us to the point where we could see our people by their works and the way they are. You tell me how many of them you see in front of you. We so good at looking at them features when we want to try to look at an American empress that is trying to support her people and speak the truth. We make sure we pay attention to her features and what is right and what is wrong. Well, I feel you can't get no more American than this. But when we start pointing at the people that's on top of them, the people that's pointing out these features and all, right? We start pointing at them and we start talking about the people that brought them into the positions that they in through all of their, ways that they're able to do it. alumni, all these things, right? Because again, the American Negro with them grandma and them that didn't never went to school or finished school, it's always that one that make it out and end up doing all that, and they end up, but not no more. We see it for what it is. Ain't got nothing to do with that. It ain't got nothing to do with their education. If anything, them the people that's gonna remain stupid when it comes to what's real, and it's gonna be the other ones that still survive, that know how to do something, get down and dirty when they need to. Not all in materialistic things. They can do either way. They can have and have not. Right? I'm just saying, y'all. You can do what you want. I'm just saying, people better be paying attention to the print. You better be paying attention to the small print. Because once people like me is out of here, you ain't got nobody else like me. That's not afraid to speak the way it is. I don't know how much longer or how many people are able to listen, but I see what they're doing. But I also see what Source is doing. So, again, like I said, you better be paying attention. Because it's going to be a whole bunch of sweet talking. But watch what's going on with nature as they do so. Watch what's going on with nature as they do so. I think that's all I have to say. I need to eat my food. It's getting cold. My fries getting cold. I'll talk to you later. Bye. Take care.